Good morning from Alton Towers. I am here on hopefully a quiet day in October with my friend. No, I'm actually on my own. So I'm going to be single-minded in my task today, which is to ride all 10 coasters at Alton Towers, which will include the Octonauts coaster, which I've not been on before, hopefully. However, currently there's 4 coasters closed, or 4 rides, I think. Nemi's closed, Wicker Man's closed, the Drop Tower's closed, something else is closed. But I've got high hopes. Queue for Oblivion. I'm going to go in the single rider queue because I am a single rider and it just helps overall efficiency, and also I think the queue's ever so slightly shorter. Roller coaster number 2, unsure whether any of my footage so far has been silent because I forgot to turn on the microphone, I think. There's so few people here today that they are sending around empty cars. Okay, so that is 2 roller coasters done. 8 to go. I haven't actually even looked at the queue time app yet because I noticed Oblivion was essentially a walk-on, which it was. So let's plan the rest of our day. Not a perfect day though. Subterra opens at 11, Spinball Wizard and Wicker Man are still all closed. Yeah, so Scarefest stuff closed. I don't know whether the free mazes are going to be open or not, but probably not. That's okay, I'm here to ride roller coasters, so let's crack on. So your ability to ride all 10 coasters is limited by a few things. One, the Alton Towers is only open for 6 hours off peak. Very infuriating, especially when you compare it to the rest of the big European theme parks. And it's massive, so it takes you a long time to walk between the two. There have been a few closures this year and last year of many of the rides throughout the day. You could potentially walk a long distance to one of the rides to find that it's closed, which is problematic. I've just seen the Sky Ride working, so that can get added to my list of things to do today if I get time. So the time is 10:36. Rides done 3, GoPro breakdowns 1. I'll be shortly replacing this for something else. And look, the Sky Ride's still going. So the plan's going to be a quick ride on 13 because it's going around with empty cars on alternate rides, I think. And then the Sky Rides to Nemesis, which is currently closed. But one would hope that they would get their premium ride back up and running quickly, wouldn't you? Now we do the very long walk to 13. Oh, hello and welcome to 13's queue line. So the time is 10:48. Rides done 4. Very impressed with both myself and Alton Towers. So as I've done quite a few rides already, it's not even 11 o'clock yet. I'm going to go and have a quick look at David Walliams' World. Never been. The Gangster Granny ride's open. I might go on it just because I love a dark ride. And then the Sky Ride is right there. That scare maze looks really fun and colourful. Gold and purple carousel, that's very pretty. Okay, so that was Gangster Granny the ride. Having had that book read to me so many times by my small child, who's now no longer that small, kind of felt like I ought to do that for the sake of nostalgia or whatever. Yeah, it was good. I've been on lots of dark rides recently in Europe, so obviously relatively new. Yeah, good dark ride. So the next question is now past 11, is Hex going to be open? Rather than walking the short 10 metres over there, I might just look on the app. Okay, apparently it's open. There's no one in the queue, unsurprisingly. Okay, gloriously short queue, straight in. I don't know whether I ever went on the Sky Ride the first time it was open. Probably didn't. Probably young and, you know, able to walk long distances. So this is a new experience.
It weighs a whopping 30 pounds and measures a mighty metre in length. Crikey. Wildlife is everywhere in the park. And indeed there are some pretty wild...
Yeah, that's good. I don't think I'd queue for it. But that's a really efficient way of getting from, Rita and 13 over to Nemi and Galactica. So I've done 6 rides so far. What was really 4 coasters, 2 dark rides. So it's going well. It's not even midday yet. So this is the Forbidden Valley. In it there's 4 rides. I'm not going to do the drop tower because but you've got Nemesis, Toxicator and Galactica. Pat self on the back for excellent organisational skills. United Coasters, look at this line. Never seen it like this ever. Amazing. So well, but Galacta's closed again. I don't know whether it's closed, and Wicker Man is still not open, which means I might not get my it's closed. You have to Galactica, yeah. Might not get my 10 coasters today. It feels like I'm never going to get 10 coasters done at Alton Towers. So Galactica is still saying closed, but it is testing. I think trying to get the 10 coasters today might have to take a punt to stay. As far as I can see, they still don't have a dedicated entrance to the single rider queue. And considering all the other single rider queues have been closed today, I have joined the main queue. Don't want to get told to leave the fast track queue, which is where we queued last time. Yeah, that would have been the place to eat my lunch, in the Galactica queue. I was too busy doing a TikTok live though, idiot. Follow me on TikTok, by the way. Very much enjoying getting used to using that platform as well. So I'm now walking to Alton Manor and the mine train. I think the thing that upsets me the most is just the feeling of being rushed. You can't really take in the whole place and enjoy it. You can't wander around the gardens. You can't even stop for lunch, really, because you're only here for 6 hours. It's just really pants. It's just, you know, there's very few parks in Europe that are this is short with their opening times. Here we go, Alton Manor. Yeah, that's quite a good dark ride, isn't it? I think all the elements are working today, including the tunnel thing, and there's never any queue for it, so that is particularly good. Oh, that's a nice bit in there actually. Goodo. Right, off to my secret favourite ride, the mine train. I just love the ride operators on it. It's so funny. Plan has changed because the Wicker Man's reopened or opened for the day, so not too far away, so just going to try and get on that before it becomes a massive queue, because obviously everyone is going to want to be on that. It's been closed all morning. And then I might get my 10 coasters today. Right, having been closed all morning, the Wicker Man is now open. Might be one of my favourite coasters. Is it my favourite coaster here? I often forget about it when I'm listing the coasters, because I always think about coasters in twos and it's kind of out here on its own. But however, as I've seen in the past, ride ops on Wicker Man are absolutely hauling now, like they're getting a train out before the last one's finished. I assume some kind of safety mechanism at the top of the lift hill. So I've just spoken to a guy in the Wicker Man queue who's already done all the coasters today. It's because I was fannying around doing Hex and Gangster Granny and Toxicator and Curse. I'm just thinking whether to do the mine train now. Yes, it can sometimes shut down, so I'm going to go and do that while it's open, and then I'll come back and do Octonauts and Spinball Wizard, and then we're done. Andrew / United Coasters will be pleased to hear that I ate my lunch in the Wicker Man queue. It's just standard. That Wicker Man queue was looking long from the lift hill now. So glad I skipped the mine train. So yeah, nearly at Spinball Wizard now. And I'm going to have to go and be really creepy and go on the Octonauts Sans Child. The only thing that isn't on 5 minutes is the Wicker Man, because it's been closed all morning. So try and do the Octonauts coaster, and then that is every single roller coaster done at Alton Towers. I just managed to almost leave the evidence that I've been on all 10 coasters in the luggage hold thingy on Octonauts, so that was premium. That is all 10 coasters done. And I find myself feeling underwhelmed, even though the problem I thought I had with this place was the queue times. There's no queue times today, it's all, pretty much everything's on 5 minutes. I realised that there's no standout coaster really, not really. Like, okay, so there's Smiler, Wicker Man and Nemi, isn't there? But none of them are Zadra. None of them are Shambhala, are they? And I know Alton Towers is limited by the tree line. They can have a ride to happiness here. But they could do that within the tree line. They dug down a bit. The Smiler has ceased operations to clean up some essential mess, or some essential cleaning up of mess. I like the Skyrise theming. Going down some other entrance today for Nemesis because the queue's just so short. Actually, I think this is part of the old queue. Hoping I'm going to get to the Wicker Man by doing it this way. So I was going to go and just stay at Nemesis and do that, but the Wicker Man's on 5 minutes as well, so it'd be rude not to go and get another ride on the Wicker Man. Oh, why not? By the way, top tip that everyone walking in the other direction doesn't seem to know is that there's an exit next to Galactica that takes you straight to the monorail station. So the quietest I've ever seen Alton Towers. Ride count 18. I think that's pretty good. 2 Nemis. Oh no, 19. 3 Smilers. 2 Wicker Man. The rest of the coasters. Hex. Gangster Granny. Alton Manor. And Toxicator. So I'm pushed. Really hoping that the exit to the car park next to Galactica is open, otherwise this is going to be a pain. So yeah, random Tuesdays in October, not in Scarefest. Definitely the time to do it. I think me and Andrew tried that last year and we ended up getting too close to the half term, and it was like the Sheffield and Barnsley schools half terms. So yeah, you want a nice Monday or Tuesday away from any holidays, and then it's, you know, roller coaster riders paradise. Don't know whether I'll renew my annual pass next year. I've only used it twice. The cheapest annual pass that gives you access to days like this only. Fine by me. Yeah. Anyway, I think you enjoyed coming with me on my not very challenging challenge today that was completed by 2:30. And yeah.